All right, so I wanted to just take time today to talk about the retreat that I went to and everything that we did there and everything we talked about, and then kind of just talk about the vision and everything that I have for our team for the rest of the year. Because going to retreats like that just really helps you like get super clear on your vision and what you're doing, and that like makes you really realize the opportunity that you have with this. And I just want to try to share as much of that with you guys as possible. So this was a retreat. Can you still hear me? Okay. This was a retreat that Lindsay did, and you had to qualify for it back in like October, November, December. And she paid for everything except for our flights. We just had to pay for our flight to get there, and then she rented a big house for us to stay in. They paid for all of our food for the whole weekend. Um, we did have to pay for our skiing stuff, but that was the only thing that we had to pay for the whole time we were there, which was really, really awesome. And I only knew Lindsay and Tony, and then Becca, she qualified, so she got to go with me. And then there was one other coach that was there that's in our upline that I had met before, but everybody else I had never met before. Only had seen them like basically on Facebook. And so of course, when you're like kind of an introvert, like most of us are, it's a little bit intimidating to go and spend a weekend with like 20 people who you've never really met. But I have been to retreats and things like this before, and I knew how powerful they were for your business, for you just like personally. And like I knew that it was an opportunity to build so many relationships within Beachbody and how important that was. So when Lindsay like reached out and asked me to come, I was super excited. So we got there on Thursday, and Thursday night was kind of just about everybody just getting there and getting settled in, and everyone was kind of nervous. You could tell like we kind of just clung to the people who we already knew, and we're talking to them, talking to Lindsay. We had dinner, we played a game and stuff. Lindsay, if you ever go to a retreat with Lindsay, she is the queen of games. She loves games. And so we played a game almost every single night. I can't even remember what we played the first night. Oh, we all had to write down 3 interesting facts about ourselves. And then if we could be, do, or have anything in the world, what would it be? And so we wrote it on these cards, and we mixed them up. And then everybody drew out a card and read it out loud. And then we had to try to guess who it was, which was pretty hard because we didn't really know the people that well yet. But it was really fun and kind of a cool way for us to get to know each other and like remember some interesting things about each other, like going forward through the whole weekend. But then we got up on Friday. We did a group workout together, which was really fun. And y'all, if you have never been to Utah, I had never been to Utah. It was so beautiful. Like it was cold, but it is not the same kind of cold like it is here, like on the East Coast or in Kentucky and Tennessee. Like it's a dry cold, so it was like 19 degrees, but you could go outside in your pajamas and not freeze to death. Like it was the craziest thing. It was so beautiful. They had like a workout gym at that house, like a garage gym kind of. It was really cool. So we did a workout together. We ate breakfast and everything. And then Lindsay had 2 people from Beachbody's corporate office come and do trainings for us, which was really cool. Doug Moss was the first guy who came, and he is like part of the coach, I forget what they call him, coach development. He's part of the coach development team, and he strictly works with 15-star diamonds. So to be able to work with him, you have to be 15-star. He is freaking amazing. He is so good at what he does. And if you follow any of the top coaches on Instagram or anything, a lot of times they will talk about him because they work with him a lot and talk to him usually like every single week. And basically what he does is just help them to strategize their business. So when it comes to placing coaches, like when you get further along into your business, you can actually open up what's called a second business center. So basically you get to put like another you in your downline somewhere. So when you get to different ranks, they allow you to open up second business centers so you can start like growing even more. And so he just helps them with that and figuring out like, okay, what's your goal and how do we get there? And he's so good. And what he talked to us about was how to maximize the compensation plan. And it was really eye-opening and cool for me, and I learned a lot, and I still need to like sit down and kind of process it a little bit more. And I honestly don't feel like any of you guys are really to the point in your business where you need to worry a whole lot about the stuff that he talked about, just because you really kind of want to be like a diamond coach or above before you can really start actually like benefiting from strategizing of like, okay, where should I place this person? Who should be the sponsor coach? Like those kind of things. It's just kind of something that comes like as you progress. But I learned so much, and I feel so much more confident about how it works. And so I know that when you all do get to that point where you need to start being strategic about where you're placing coaches and how you're doing all of that, like whether or not you want to sign up a coach as you as their coach, or maybe you want to put your husband as their coach because it would benefit you more financially, whatever, like things like that. So I feel much more confident about it. So I know that when you all get to that point, I'll be able to help you and help like teach you all how to do it and make those decisions. And then the next person who came was Jeff Matheson. And he is also part of the coach development team. His role is a little bit different compared to Doug's. I don't know that he works directly with like any certain kind of coach, but excuse me, what he talked to us about was the road to elite. So just shake your head if you've heard about elite. Everybody know kind of about elite? Okay. So this is kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about with the vision for this year, because he talked to us about elite, how you earn points for elite, and basically how to get there, and the easiest, like how to break it down into like monthly goals to make sure you get there by the end of the year. So basically, to become an elite coach, you have to be a 5-star diamond. So that means you, and then you have 5 diamond coaches underneath you in your diamond that are personally sponsored by you. So for me, that would look like all 3 of you being diamond, plus Becca being diamond, and then plus one more person. And that would make me a 5-star. So you have to be 5-star, and you have to have 105 what they call leadership points. And you earn leadership points through like 3 different ways. The first way is through what they call APV. It's called acquisition personal volume. So basically, when you have volume that is building on each one of your legs, when you get to a certain, so many PV is worth 1 point. So, and this comes from new customers and new coaches that you sign up this year, so in 2020. So any new customer that I get that places their first order in 2020, or any new coach that I sign up in 2020, the volume that comes from them contributes to this APV number. And I think it's for every, I don't know where my notebook is. I've packed up so much stuff. I don't know where I put my notebook that has my notes on this. But it's like for every so much APV, you get 1 leadership point. Okay, for every brand new coach that signs up that earns at least 1 Success Club point in the month they sign up, or the month after they sign up, you get 1 point for that. So Christy, you got us 1 leadership point for getting your first Success Club points in the month following your sign up. So you signed up like mid-January, and you got your first Success Club points in February, so you got us leadership points for that, which is awesome. And that's why it's so important, like when you get new coaches who want to build the business, or even if they don't want to build the business, if they sign up as a discount coach and you can just get them to sign up 1 person, just get them, like, just say like, hey, do you have a friend who would want to do this with you? Would your sister want to do this with you, or your mom? Like, getting them to sign up 1 person and getting them like just 2 Success Club points on the board is going to help you on the road to elite, because there are different mile markers along the road to elite, which we can talk about too. But the third way that you get elite points is from your personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club. and it only counts for coaches who signed up in 2020, so your new coaches, or your 2019 coaches. So for me, the people who count for this are all of you guys. There's several other people who signed up in 2019 who would count, and then any new coach that I sign up in 2020 that hits Success Club earns us leadership points for elite. And the cool thing with this bucket is that, so say that all 3 of you hit Success Club, so that's 3 points. If I hit Success Club myself, they will double that, so it will be 6 points. So it's pretty cool. So every single time you guys hit Success Club, that's earning us points. And every single time I have a new coach who gets Success Club points in their first 2 months, then they get us additional points, which is really cool. And that's what I love about the Road to Elite program, is it is all about us as a team working together towards that, because you cannot become an elite coach by yourself. It just is impossible, because the whole concept of elite is about leadership and about helping your team become successful, because that's the only way you get to elite, is by me mentoring you and teaching you all how to grow your business. And when your business grows, that contributes to us becoming an elite team. So it's really all about helping your coaches and your downline be successful. And that's what I love about all of it. And there is one other category. So when you see like Ashley Molstad is the top coach, or these coaches are in the top 10. So the way that they figure that out is based on elite points. So whoever has the most points in the year is the top coach. But in addition to your leadership points, there are also points that you can earn that are called elite ranking points. So they don't count towards like your 105 that you have to become elite. These are kind of in addition. They just contribute to your rank in the company from like 1 to 400,000, whatever. But if you have a new coach that becomes a success starter, so that means they hit Success Club their first 3 out of their first 6 months as a coach. It used to be that you had to hit it your first 3 months in a row, but they changed it this year to where it's just that you have to hit Success Club 3 out of your first 6 months to become a success starter. And if you do that, then that earns us 25 ranking points. And so that's why, like at Summit this year, when you see, they will like recognize the top 10 coaches, and they'll tell you how many elite points they have. And these coaches will have like thousands of elite points, which is insane. But it's because of these ranking points that they can earn, because they have success starters who are getting them 25 points. And then if you have coaches who are rank advancing to diamond or higher, so like if you advance to diamond, that's going to earn us another 25. And then if you rank advance to 1 star, that's another 25. So like every single time you have somebody in your team rank advance from diamond or higher, that's 25 more points. So that's how you get to be like, oh, she's in the top 200, or she's in the top 100 of the whole company. Like that's how you get those kind of points. So it can sound kind of complicated, but there are some trackers and stuff that are out there that we can use that break it down and explain it a lot more. Or if you have like specific questions, we can talk about it later, but that's just kind of like the gist of it. But that is my goal for us this year, is to be an elite team, because I know we can do it, because we already have the people on our team to do it. And I know we can do it. And I have been pushing for this goal for the last few years, but this is the most confident in it that I have ever been, in knowing that like this is legit possible. And every single year there's a deadline for getting invited, but they have what's called Leadership Weekend, and it is in October every single year. And this year it's in Scottsdale, Arizona, but it is you have to be a 5-star diamond coach in order to get invited. And the cutoff is like August 20th or something. So you have to be a paid 5-star by August, whatever, in order to go to leadership in October. So that is my goal for us, is to be that by August. And really my goal is for us to be recognized as a 5-star team by Summit, because I know that we can do it. And I think the cutoff for Summit recognition, like they'll say in order to be recognized as a 5-star coach at Summit, you have to hit your rank by this date. And it's usually June. It's usually sometime in June. Because then that gives them, Summit is in July, so that gives them time to like get everything ready. But that is really my goal, is for us to be recognized as a 5-star team by Summit. So that means us working super hard and everybody advancing their business between now and June, which is so much time and so totally doable. And like literally my goal for my new coaches is going to be like, okay, let's get you to Emerald in your first week as a coach. Like within this first week, let's get you to Emerald. And then in the next like 45 days, let's get you to Diamond. Because it's only as hard as we make it in our heads. And it is so doable. Like I held myself back from becoming a Diamond coach for a while, I think, just because I overcomplicated it. Like I signed up in July of 2015, and then I advanced to Diamond, I think, in February. So it took me about 6 months-ish to get to Diamond. And I think I could have done it so much faster, but I'd kind of just had a roadblock in my head thinking that it was that it was supposed to take me that long, if that makes sense. But you know how like, love you too. You know how if you have like 5 hours to get a project done, you take 5 hours to get it done. But if you like procrastinate and then you're like, crap, I have to get this done in 30 minutes, like you get it done in 30 minutes. Like that concept of like, it takes as long as you give yourself. So when we get off this call today, I want you guys to think about it. Okay, like I want you to give yourself a hard date of like, okay, this is when I'm doing it. Because when I advanced to Diamond, I did a Diamond training. It was called a push training. And basically it was like a 7-day training in a Facebook group that some of the top coaches did. And I literally went from having like 3 coaches on my team to Diamond in 7 days. And like I built 2 Emeralds. I like had the rest of the coaches sign up on my team. Like it was discount coaches, but hey, like that doesn't matter. You can help get to Diamond with discount coaches. But the thing is, like, you get to that Diamond where you have your 8 coaches total, 4 on each leg, and you have your 2 Emeralds, and then you just keep going. You keep building, so you keep that strong Diamond, and so you don't lose it. And because that is the thing, especially with discount coaches, like you can't guarantee that they're going to stay active every single month. So that's why it's so important to be constantly like inviting to coaching and adding more new coaches to your team. So I need to like switch this and find a thing to show you on my computer, but that is my goal for us, because I know, like, I just have this feeling. I get this is the weirdest thing, guys, but when it comes to stuff with this business, like, I just will get this feeling and just know that, like, it's going to happen. Like, I can't explain it, but it's like with Success Club every single month. Like, the months where I doubt myself and I don't think I can do it are the months that I don't hit it. But then, like, this month, in, like, January, for example, I was really worried about hitting Success Club in January because I did not hit Success Club in September, October, November, or December last year. Like, I just was in my head and I didn't do the work. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. I didn't put in the work, and so I didn't hit Success Club. And so in January, when I was like, okay, I'm in this, I'm doing this, I was still worried about if I was going to hit it or not. So it was harder for me. Like, I didn't lock in Success Club until the last day of the month, and it was Success Club 6. But I went into February and I was like, no, February, I'm blowing this out of the water. I'm going to do this. And hitting Success Club this month was so much easier because it was just like I had this belief in my body that I was going to do it no matter how hard it was. I was just going to do it, and I knew it was going to happen. So I want you to have that same kind of belief when it comes to your business, when it comes to you hitting Success Club, when it comes to you rank advancing. Like, have this belief in yourself that, like, I know it's going to happen. And don't let yourself, like, doubt. Don't let your mean girl take over and tell you that you can't. Like, because you can. And things are only as hard as we make them. And things only take as much time as we allow them to take. So, especially as we're going into a brand new month tomorrow, like, don't think that, oh, I've got 30 days or 31 days to hit Success Club. No, push yourself to hit Success Club in those first 10 days. Like, what could happen if you treated it as if it was a deadline like that? Like, what if you had to hit Success Club by March 10th? Your actions would be different than if you're viewing it as, I don't have to hit Success Club till March 31st. And then that, when you do that, then that takes the pressure off, because, okay, I've already hit Success Club, but then you've got 21 more days to still continue talking to people and inviting. And who knows, maybe you hit Success Club 10 for the first time. Maybe you hit Success Club 20. Like, the door, like, completely opens up for how much you can actually accomplish when you just switch the perspective that you have in your brain. So that's my goal. So this month, for example, I was pushing for Success Club 30. I have never had that many Success Club points ever. I think the most I've ever had is like 22. And it's been a while since I've had that many, 22 or 24. And I pushed for Success Club 30 this month, but I hit Success Club 10. And I'm super proud of that. And that's another, like, thing, is set your goal that's going to really push you. Like, if you want to make sure you hit Success Club, push for Success Club 10 at a minimum. Then that way, for sure, you lock in at least Success Club 5. So along with elite, so that is our goal for this year, is to become an elite team, because you get so much cool stuff. Okay, so not only do you get, like, cool recognition and all of that, like, we get to say we're an elite team, but as an elite coach, you get like a $500 bonus every single week if you're in the top 200. Yeah, like, hello, yes. You get, so if you're a 5-star, so there are bonus pools every single quarter. So to get in the bonus pool, you have to be at least a 2-star diamond. So from 2-star to 4-star is in one pool. From 5-star to 9-star is in one pool. And then 10 to 11 is its own pool, and then 15-star has its own. So basically they take, I think it's 2% of the entire company of Beachbody's earnings. So they take 2% of that. And then if you qualify for each pool, you split it. So every single quarter you get a bonus. So if you're in the 2-star pool, your bonus is a lot smaller, because there's a lot more 2-star, 3-star, 4-star coaches than anything else. So your bonus in that pool is usually around like $800 or something. It really just depends on how many coaches hit that rank during that quarter. And then if you are a 5-star, 5 to 9-star, I think the bonus is more like 2,000 or 3,000. I don't have my notebook. I had this written down. And then the 10 to 11-star is like maybe around that like 12 to 15,000 range. And then listen to this. If you're a 15-star diamond coach, your quarterly bonus is anywhere from $40,000 to $70,000. Plus, if you're a 15-star, you also get the 10-star bonus, you also get the 5-star bonus, and you also get the 2-star bonus. So yeah, so the reason the range for the 15-star is so big is because, so say like first quarter bonus, people are hustling in the first quarter, and they're really working hard. And so there's going to be way more people who qualify because they're working hard, they're holding their rank, and there's going to be more coaches to split it, like in the first and second quarter. So that's why the 15-star bonus in the first and second quarter may be more like 40,000. But then in fourth quarter, that's when you really want to make sure you're holding your rank, because a lot of people are taking time off for the holidays. They're not working as hard. And so fewer people are going to qualify for that bonus in the fourth quarter. And that's how it gets up there to like 70,000. Like, could you imagine Like, holy crap. Like, I had this, like, epiphany moment, and I was like, um, hello, yes, I want that. Like, I want that. And I just wanted to share that because I feel like it isn't talked about that much. It's kind of just like one of those things, like, people know about it, but they don't talk about it a whole lot. Um, but so that's something to be working towards. So, like, all of you all are, well, Sam, you're getting ready to be Emerald. But so you all are all kind of in that stage where you're like Emerald working towards Diamond. So the thing that I want to talk about for March, I'm going to talk about this, and then I'm going to go back to the other levels, the other recognition milestones on the road to elite, because elite is like the tippy top, but there's 3 other levels in between that we'll work towards. But for March, I just saw the coolest idea in one of the coach groups I was in, and it was called like Going Green in March. So our goal in March is for all of us to go Emerald as many times as possible. So that means if you're already Emerald with 2 people under you, go Emerald again and add 2 more people, and then go Emerald again and add 2 more people. And so whoever the coach is on our team who goes Emerald the most times in March is getting a $50 Target gift card from me. So that is our goal, and that is how you are going to get to Diamond, is just keep going Emerald. Because if you go Emerald your first time, you have your 2, and then if you go Emerald 3 more times, then you have your 8 that you need. You have your 8 coaches that you need for Diamond, and then you just have to build your 2 Emeralds from that. And a lot of times that looks like building your spouse to Emerald. So say you have your spouse on one leg, get your mom to sign up with him, and then get your cousin to sign up with him, and just tell them, I'm your coach, but I'm signing you up under Alex because I'm trying to build my business. And even though the computer's going to say Alex is your coach, I'm really your coach. So you just sign them up under there. But make sure your husband knows what you're doing. He doesn't have to be involved at all, but he just has to know that A, he's a coach, and that you're signing people up under him, but you're really acting as their coach. That's all he has to know. And then that just leaves you getting to Emerald on your other leg, and hopefully that looks like you having somebody on your team who is wanting to do this business too, and you can help them get to Emerald. Just like I helped you all get to Emerald, because it's so simple and you can do it. And so that is our goal. So going green in March, going Emerald as much as possible. That's guaranteeing we're hitting Success Club. That's guaranteeing we're growing our business and we're getting closer to Diamond. Because like I have no doubt in my mind that all of y'all could be Diamond by the end of March if you really wanted it. But it's in your head. It's up to you. You have to decide if that's what you want, if you want to work that hard to get there. It's totally up to you. I cannot want it for you. As with anything, and especially in this business, like it doesn't matter what I want or what I think you can do. It matters what you want and what you think you can do. And if it is a belief problem, if it is just like something that is like holding you back, that's scaring you a little bit, like whatever it is, think about it, and then let's talk about it one-on-one. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out how we can work through it. What kind of little tweaks can we make to the way that you're inviting, or maybe the way that you're posting, or the way that you're following up. Like, y'all, most of the time it is such like one small little change could be what completely blows up your business. And that's what Doug was telling us. He was talking to us about one of the top coaches, and he was like, she was really struggling with finding people who actually wanted to build the business and who would like sign up and take action immediately. She was getting people to sign up, but then they weren't actually like taking off and like hitting Success Club or rank advancing or doing anything. They were kind of just signing up and then just like being stagnant, not really doing anything, and she couldn't figure out why. So Doug listened in to a coach sneak peek that she was doing, and was listening to everything she was saying, and he said everything she was saying was perfect. It was so good. He said we changed one sentence in her presentation, and it completely blew up her business, and she started signing up people who actually started doing the work. And the one sentence was, as coaches, we help 3 people every single month get started on this journey. So she put it out there that as coaches, this is what we do. We help 3 people every single month. And so then when she came to her new coaches and said, okay, who are your 3 people that you're going to help this month? They already knew that that was an expectation for them. And that was part of what they did as a coach. And so they already knew about it. And it was just such a simple, like, thing to add into her presentation, and it made the biggest difference. So I'm going to, if y'all will give me just a second. I'm going to pull up the Road to Elite on my computer, and I'm going to share my screen so we can talk about the 3 other levels, because there are things on the way to Elite that we can all work on together. Let's see. Share. All right. Can y'all see that? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so Road to Elite. So this is FAQ 8079. So if you go to, oh, it went away from it. I'll go back and show you how to get here. But so this table outlines your requirements for each level for Road to Elite. They are achieved annually, so coaches have the whole entire year of 2020 to achieve these things. Okay, so your first milestone on Road to Elite is this. It's called Team Builder. So to get to Team Builder, you have to be a rank of a diamond, have 25 leadership points. When it comes to leadership development, you have to have 1 new emerald. And then this down here, the weak leg volume, really doesn't matter that much, because if you're diamond and you have these leadership points, then the weak leg volume thing is gonna just kind of happen organically. But basically what it means is that you're gonna look for any 5 consecutive weeks, and your volume on your weak leg has to add up to at least 1,000. So that sounds kind of complicated, but it's pretty simple. So that's your first milestone. So that is the one that all of you guys are working towards right now, is Team Builder. And when you get to Team Builder, so they have these little like glass, it makes like a glass tower. So for each level, you like for Team Builder, you get your base, and it'll say 2020 Team Builder, whatever. And then when you become Team Leader, which is the next one, you get your next little block that will sit on top of that. And then you get a new one every single milestone all the way up to Elite, where you have your whole little tower, glass tower, which is pretty cool. So Team Leader. So 1-star diamond coach. So this is what I became last year. I was a team leader. So 1-star diamond with 50 leadership points. You have to have 2 new emeralds or 1 new diamond. And then the weak leg volume is 2,500. So that's your next level. And then after that, there's 1 more before you get to Elite, which is a premier coach. So premier coaches get a lot of recognition, just like Elite coaches do. Like premier and Elite are kind of like the tippy tip top of the company, the most successful, the best coaches out there. So for premier, you have to be a 2-star diamond with 75 leadership points, 1 new diamond, and 5,000 weak leg volume. And then all of this, so basically the 3 different categories of earning points that I told you guys about, with the acquisition PV, your personally sponsored coaches getting Success Club points in their first month, and then your personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club. When you get to Premier and Elite, you have a max. You have like a cap on those. Like you can only earn so many of your 105 from each category, if that makes sense. So for APV, you're capped out at 50. For personally sponsored with their first Success Club points, you're capped out at 50. And then the last category for your personally sponsored coaches hitting Success Club, you're capped out at 25. So And the same thing goes for elite. So elite is 5-star with 105 points and 2 new diamonds. And it's the same thing with the 5,000 volume. I think that's it. So this is what we talked about. Let me close this with how to earn leadership points. So this is the acquisition PV. So 1 elite point for every 500. So that's what I was telling you. I thought it was 200, but it's 500. So that is for your new 2020 coaches and customers. So the volume generated by them. The second is your new personally sponsored coaches with 1 Success Club point. So every personally sponsored coach enrolled that earns their first Success Club point in the month they enroll or the month after. So for Christy, for example, she signed up in January. So she could have earned her first point in January, but she earned her first point in February. So that's why she got us 1 point for that. And then personally sponsored coaches each month that either they're a 2019 coach or a 2020 coach that they qualify for Success Club. So with that one, that would be any of you guys hitting Success Club. And then if I hit Success Club too, then those points will double. So Christy has actually got us 1 point in category 2 and 1 point in category 3 for hitting Success Club this month, which is awesome. And then this is the elite ranking points that I was talking about for coaches that advance from diamond through 5-star. And then if you become a success starter. So what are the rewards? This is pretty cool. So if you are a team builder, so that was that first level, if you're a diamond coach with 25 points, you get special recognition at Summit. If you are a team leader, you get special recognition at Summit. And then Premier and Elite have, my goodness, all kinds of rewards. Y'all can go look at this if you want. Let's see, Premier Coach Rewards. So you get the title of 2021 Premier Coach, on-stage recognition at Summit, custom apparel, 2 VIP floor seats at Summit, and then an invitation to the Premier reception on the 2021 Success Club trip. So that's pretty cool. And then if you are an elite coach, see what you get. So title of 2021 Elite Coach, on-stage recognition at Summit, express line checkout at the core at Summit. So the core at Summit is like the store where you can go and buy all the things. You get a custom elite jacket. You get frontline access to all of your workouts. You get an invitation to a special elite evening at Summit, which is really cool. The night before Summit starts, they have this really cool reception for all the elite coaches, and they get this really cool trophy. I guess you could call it a trophy. They do something different every single year. Like the first time we went to Indy, the elite gift was a Indy car racing suit with their team name on it and their name on the back. It was really cool. When we were in New Orleans, they got this big framed mask, so like a Mardi Gras mask. Every single one of them was different, and it was inside this big, huge frame. They give out the coolest stuff. So you get VIP seating. You get to go to the leadership retreat that I was talking about in October, and then there's an elite reception on the Success Club trip too. So pretty cool. But if you want to see more about this stuff, if you go to your coach office, and then if you go right here on the homepage, if you go to Road to Elite, it takes it a minute for elite stuff to load, but it will show you where you're at on each of these rankings. So if you have the rank, if you have the number of diamonds that you need, your leadership points, and your volume. And it'll tell you what your current milestone is and what your next one is, which is pretty cool. And these are only updated once a month. So I think it's like the second or third Friday of every month they update it. So the cool thing about the Road to Elite is that every single coach in the whole company starts at 0. Every single coach starts at the bottom. So right now, I next month. So I'm diamond. I'm a diamond coach right now. So the paid rank part will check off for me for team builder next month. And I don't know how many leadership points we have, but if you go to monitor your business and then under qualification, road to elite qualification, it will break it down for you even more so you can see how actually like how many points you have in each category. And like I said, it takes a little while to upload. So right now, our team is number 963. That's pretty cool because there's like 400,000 coaches and we're number 963. So that's pretty awesome. It doesn't show any, how many points do we have so far? 2, 3, 3. We only have 3 elite points right now, but like the number 200, top 200 coach has 15 elite points right now. So it's just the beginning of the year. But that's where you can find that. So I know that was kind of a lot of information, but oh, I didn't finish telling you what else we did on the retreat. So we had our trainings on Friday, and then we got done with those around like 2, and then we went to this really cool, like, I don't know if it was like a state park or what it was, but literally it was the place, if y'all saw the pictures I had where it was like just a bunch of group pictures with all the mountains in the back, like we were on a frozen lake. We were standing on a frozen lake. It was so cool. Like we went all the way up this mountain and the lake was frozen. People were ice fishing and this little girl caught like 2 or 3 fish. It was the coolest thing ever. We spent like 2 hours just taking pictures out there because it was so pretty. And then we went back to the house and Tony made chili for dinner. It was amazing. He's like the best cook ever. He made 3 different kinds of chili. And we spent like 10 minutes. This was the crazy thing. Y'all might have seen it on my stories, but we spent like 10 minutes after we got back from taking pictures learning this dance. And we flash mobbed Lindsay during dinner. And it was the funnest thing ever in the world. It was so cool. She loved it. And then we played Fishbowl. I don't know if y'all have ever played Fishbowl before. I hadn't. It was basically kind of like charades, but every single person got 5 pieces of paper and you had to write down a noun. So person, place, or thing on your paper. You put all of the pieces of paper in a bowl, and then we had 2 teams, and there were 3 different rounds of the game. So the first round, you could act it out, say anything you wanted to say. Basically, you could do anything you wanted to do to get your team to guess the word without actually saying the word. The second round, you couldn't say anything. You just had to act it out. And so we used the same, you go back and forth for 60 seconds on each team until you get through all the words in the bowl. And then the second round, you can't say anything. You just have to act it out. And then the third round, you do it. You can only say one word to get your team to guess what that word was. And that was so much fun. And then we kind of just hung out and talked about business and talked about this training and stuff that we had done and all of that. And then we went to bed. And then on Saturday, we got up. Some of us did a workout. We had breakfast. And we went snow tubing Saturday morning, which was so much fun. It was so easy because you just had to ride this little conveyor belt like back up the hill. You didn't have to actually walk up the hill, so that was nice. And then we spent a couple hours in between tubing and skiing doing a little bit of like mindset work, masterminding, whatever you want to call it. Lindsay made this little packet for us to go through, and I'm actually going to share it with you guys because I would love to go through it with you. Maybe we'll do that next Saturday as our call, is going through this packet, but I'll go ahead and post it in the team page and y'all can print it out and start like looking at it and thinking about some of the questions and stuff. But it was so good. It was just a chance for us to really figure out like, why do we want to do this? and just like really digging deep and getting to that like place of more than just for the recognition. If you're a recognition person, if you love that, like more than just the rank or more than just the income, like why do we want to do this, and really getting to the root of what it is. And that was really powerful. It was very eye-opening for me because the reason that I ended up getting to was so shocking to me, because I had never really thought about it before. A lot of us cried. There was lots of tears, and just everyone was in a really good place after that, and just really thinking about, okay, what do I want? Where do I want to go? And what, like, how can I get there? And so I'm going to share that with you. And then we went skiing. We went to Sundance and went skiing, and that was fun. It was very kind of traumatic experience for me because skiing is really freaking hard. I don't know if y'all have ever done it before, but it's hard. And I had never done it before, but there was tons of girls who had never done it before. And so many of them just kind of like picked it right up and had so much fun and loved it. That was not me. It took me like an hour to get down the mountain the first time, the only time. And like Tony, Lindsay's husband, had to help me so much. I cried. I got like halfway down the mountain and I fell and I started crying because I was just like, I didn't know how much farther I had to go. And I was like, I just want to be at the bottom. And I finally got to the bottom. I have a video I'm going to share, but I finally got to the bottom and I just like fell down and I just laid there in the snow and cried because I was so happy to be at the bottom. But I really do want to do it again. I just want to I want to take a lesson. I want to practice. We basically just kind of like had a quick 5-minute lesson from Lindsay and got on the ski lift and were dumped out on the top of the mountain. So it was kind of a lot, but it was fun. Anyways, and then came home on Sunday, but it was so cool. It was so cool just to see like all of the women who were there and from all different walks of life. Like so many of them were 20 years older than me. Like it was just crazy to see like all the different people who are doing this and are successful, and the mission that they have, and like the heart that they have for helping people and why they want to do this and the goals that they have. Like it is just so cool to like get to spend an entire weekend with people like that. And that is the last thing that I want to mention today is my plan for this year is for us to have a retreat like that. I'm thinking probably in November sometime, just because the fall is so busy. Like I want to make it to where you're going to have to qualify for this. And the only things that you're going to have to pay for is getting yourself there. And I'm thinking we'll probably, since it's the first time we're doing this, we'll probably do it like in Gatlinburg. So it's like an easy location for the majority of us to get to. We won't have to fly. We can just drive. It'll be a lot cheaper as far as travel goes. I have a friend there who owns a bunch of condos, so I can most likely get us a condo for free, which is really going to be even better. But I think it would just be really, really fun. And I haven't sat down to like try to nail down a weekend or tried to figure out, okay, when do you have to be a diamond in order to qualify for this retreat? Because I think that's what I want to do. Because I want to really reward you guys for hitting diamond, because that is a huge milestone in your business. Getting to diamond is huge. And I want you to know how much, like, how proud I am of you when you get there. And I want to reward you for that because it's hard work. And like I said, I really, really want us to push to be a 5-star team by Summit. But I think we'll do a little something extra for Summit, something in addition to this. But for the retreat in November, I'm probably, or maybe we'll do it in October, November, I don't know. But we're going to have a deadline of like, you have to be diamond by this day or some kind of qualification, probably by sometime in September to qualify for the retreat, just to give me enough time to plan to know how many people are going to be there. But just having it like a long weekend, like come in on Thursday sometime, have the retreat be all day Friday, all day Saturday, go home on Sunday. So that's my plan. We probably wouldn't be able to have any like in-person people there to do trainings for us, but I'm sure I could get Lindsay to help me and set up some stuff where we could do some Zoom trainings, have like Lindsay speak and do a training for us, and then maybe see if she can get somebody from corporate to come and speak and do something for us, because that's another really cool thing. If we're a 5-star team, we can really start getting like one-on-one interaction and stuff from the coach development team at corporate, which is really, really cool. So I'm already super excited about that because I've been wanting to do that for a while too, but I'm just like, I'm finally to a place where like, yes, we're doing this. Like, we're going to have a retreat. We're going to do it. We're going to get together. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to learn so much and just like enjoy being together, because we only get to see each other over video most of the time. But so that is my plan and my goal for the year, guys. I'm going to unmute you guys because I'm done.
Well, I'm cooking bacon, so you're going to hear a sizzle.
That's okay.
Make me hungry.
Okay. Who wants to see, if you're going to Summit, where we are staying?
Yeah, I want to see.
Let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen and do this. How do I share my? Oh,
I'm
there
going
it
to
is.
have to go, though. My breakfast is wrapping up. So
Okay.
I'm going to have to feed some people. But I will see you guys later, okay?
All right. Bye, Christy.
Bye. Okay, so we have a presidential suite,
Mm.
and it has a rooftop. There's a rooftop pool at this place, and we have a balcony. This room sleeps 8, so like people have to share beds, but
Okay, I was wondering that because I'd had some people asking me, because Becca is probably going to end up staying with us.
okay.
So it'll be the 3 of us, probably Becca, hopefully Christy, and then I really hope like Erica. I hope
Maybe.
she will come.
Yeah. We have another room available. Like, we went ahead and booked an extra one just in case we had more people. They just like, we may end up having to like pay like $50 a person or something, but nothing outrageous.
Okay,
But if we just do this room, we can do it for free.
we don't have to pay anything.
Mm-mm.
What?
Mm-mm. My parents have a timeshare.
I don't know.
They
how
have
those
places in
work.
Gatlinburg too.
I don't know how those work.
Basically, they paid a bunch of money and they get points, and then they get like, you pick locations. This is the balcony view.
Ooh.
Wow.
And then like, it has a kitchen and everything, so we can cook if we decide to.
Did you reserve it like just for Thursday night, Friday, Saturday?
Oh no, honey. I got it from
She's got us.
no, because I didn't like know for sure what they were going in. It's reserved from like the 14th to the 19th, I think.
Okay, because normally what we do, because most of the time Lindsay will have a meet and greet on Wednesday night. She'll like
Okay.
have everybody together. So most of the time I will leave work early on Wednesday and fly in. That way I
Yeah.
can be there Wednesday night. And a lot of times there is other things that you can do Thursday morning. And even if we just want to like Thursday morning, just like sightsee and go around, like we can,
Yeah.
we usually use Thursday morning. Like we get up, we'll do a workout together at the room. We will get ready. We'll go register, pick up our packets and our wristbands and all of our information that we need.
It has a fitness center.
Nice. I'm excited.
Like, that's downstairs in like the whole resort, but that's the pool.
Cool. So this is happening on my birthday weekend, if y'all didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my mom's birthday. She'll be here.
Yeah. So the 17th is my birthday, and I'm so excited. So we'll definitely have to go get beignets for my birthday. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah, I think we've got it where we can go in on like Tuesday
Okay.
and do
Can't
it.
take that much
So
time off of work, but I'll definitely probably be coming on Wednesday.
yeah.
But awesome. Okay, so we can have 8 people.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
have to
and
pay
I think,
anything.
I don't know if she still is, but I remember Megan saying that she was going to go. She just hadn't registered yet.
That's what
Okay.
Becca was saying. She thought Megan was coming. I know Jamie's not, but Becca over the weekend was like, I think Megan's going. And I was like, I can't remember what she told me or not. So maybe Megan, I don't know if Emily's coming.
With her wedding.
I haven't talked to her about it just because she's kind of taken a step back with a lot of things when it comes to like social media and the business and all of that. And like she misses it. She said, I talk to her every single day, but she misses it and she wants to get back into it, but it's just figuring out the best way for her to do it. So
I'll double check that login. Or check in. I want to say I got it for like Tuesday or Wednesday because I wanted to make sure like if anybody went early or whatever that we could get in. But I'll check it and text you.
cool. That's a good idea. I'm going to stop recording.